Today I want to show you some basics for cutting geometric shapes. And I'm just going to use some scrap paper here to do this. Now, the first thing I want to show you is how you can cut a lot of shapes from a strip. So let's say I need to have several squares and I want them about this wide. So I'm going to cut a strip of paper with the paper, and notice how my thumbs are up when I cut and my scissors are always kind of pointing up. My helper hand is holding the big paper, and now I have this strip of paper that I can then cut into a square here, and then I could cut it again to make another square. So this is a way you can make multiple shapes kind of simple. Now, another way you can do that, let's say I'll do some triangles this time. Again, holding the bigger paper, cutting a strip. Maybe these triangles don't have to be as wide or as tall. So I'm cutting a strip first. And then to make triangles, depending on the type of triangle you want to kind of look at it like you're cutting either the letter A. So I do an angle. Now this one's going to be a little bit different, but then I flip this over, or I change the direction of the paper, and I cut again, and you can see how this sort of looks like the letter A without the line on it. And then if you look at the leftover strip here, I could cut a V, go up, to get a second triangle that is almost the same in shape. Okay, now I can go again, cutting my A, and then cutting my V. So I can get multiple triangles this way as well. Okay. I also wanted to show you how to cut a circle. And I think the easiest way to cut a circle is to first get a square the size that you are looking for. So let's say I want a circle that is about the size of this square right here. And when you cut a circle, this is the trickier shape to cut. You have to turn your paper. Your helper hand is very busy turning the paper, and your scissors are cutting at the same time while the paper is moving. So you're kind of closing the scissors and turning the paper. When you cut a circle, you're basically going from the middle to the middle and making an arch, or cutting like a C shape. So I'm going to start on the middle over here, and I'm going to cut off quite a bit at the corner, but then it goes back to the middle on the front. Now if it doesn't quite touch the middle, that's okay. But you see how my helper hand is busy turning this paper as I slowly cut all the way around. So I'm very close to the edge here in the center, and I'm going to cut again here and one more time. Now the trick with curves is to turn the paper while you cut. If you are cutting a circle, let's say we do this one and we're not cutting and we're not turning at the same time that we are cutting, that's when you get kind of the choppiness. So you get kind of the octagon shape, so you cut and then turn, cut and then turn. To get the smooth curve, you have to do both at the same time, and that does take some practice. So my helper hand is turning, my scissors are just moving, okay? And then I could go back and continue this so it is a little bit smoother of a curve as I go all the way around. And that is some basics on how to cut shapes. Oh, one last thing I want to show you. Let's say I want two shapes that are the same. So what I can do then is take a piece of paper and fold it. And then when I cut on a folded piece of paper, let's say I want to do a circle again, but I want two circles that are the same size. So I'm going to start by cutting with this paper folded. So then I will cut once, and I should be able to get two circles that are the same. It is important when you do folded shapes, if you fold to cut, that you cut off that fold so that they are not attached. Okay? And here I have two circles that are the same size.